How's it going, guys? And I'm here to talk about the new trailer for Dragon Ball Super Hero. Now, we saw about 2 months ago the first trailer. Now they released another one, Toei Animation did, at the Jump Festa, which is a big party in Japan. It's like a convention, and they released a new trailer. Now, some of the stuff they showed was already in the first trailer. I kind of hate when they do that. I mean, we already saw this stuff. We could easily go back and look at it again. But we saw a little bit more what it had to offer. We saw Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 and how they're going to be fighting against Piccolo. Not only that, but against Gohan, who wasn't even in the first trailer. And this is causing a lot of excitement among a lot of people. You know, it's kind of funny. A lot of people have commented on my other videos saying about how they think that, like, Gohan was, really dealt a bad hand in the series. I don't know why people don't seem to be bringing up the fact that the Dragon Ball Super anime seemed to revitalize the character. Now, I realize they did him sort of dirty at the end of DBZ. We did get to see Ultimate Gohan, and he did pretty well against Majin Buu for the time before he was absorbed. But a lot of people, were really expecting a lot from him, especially at the end of the Cell Saga. I mean, it looked like Gohan was going to be the main protagonist for the series for a time. And that was the goal until Akira Toriyama changed his mind, of course, during the Buu saga, and switched the main character focus back to Goku. And I was always pretty happy with the way that went. I'm a Gohan fan as much as anyone else, but I think that I'm still happy with Goku still being the main character of the series, but many people want some variety. But we're going to be getting Gohan going Super Saiyan here again, and this is a little confusing to me, sort of, because he did say to Goku that he's not going to turn Super Saiyan anymore. He wants to go his own path, and he has his ultimate power-up, and he's going to sort of build off of that. And we saw during the Tournament of Power, he kept his word. Never once did he turn Super Saiyan. And it seems like he's breaking his own rule here, and we'll obviously probably get an answer as to why that is, unless there's some sort of a continuity break between the anime and the film here. Nevertheless, it seems like this fight scene is going to be pretty good between Gohan and one of the Gamma androids. It's in the rain. It looks like it's going to make for a nice visual. And this CGI animation, I have to say, I don't really mind it. I'm actually really starting to take a liking to it. And we see Pan also, just a little extra brief clip of her throwing a kick. And I'm really excited to see Pan in this. We're going to see younger Pan instead of, the Pan that we see in GT. We're going to see a Pan that seems to be a bit older than the one we saw in the DBZ epilogue, and I hope that her character is pretty similar to that one, where she's very childish, even more so than Goten in a way. But her character is very endearing in the DBZ epilogue, and I hope it's much like that here. Now, Toei Animation also released some of these little blurb plot synopsises and other little things that are just like text-based, so I'm going to put them on the screen here. You have a little explanation here of how Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, obviously they're going to be the greatest androids that the Red Ribbon Army has created. And for fans that have seen the original Dragon Ball anime, it is pretty cool to see them going back to the Red Ribbon Army and seeing it's more fleshed out. They have their own lab that they have recreated, and it's more than just sort of like the remnants of that feeling we got during the Cell Saga when we saw Dr. Gero. He was kind of just one man trying to resurrect the Red Ribbon Army, and of course ultimately failing to do so. Here we see that they're telling us that the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, they're calling themselves superheroes, so that's obviously what the title refers to. they probably believe that the Red Ribbon Army is just, and they're not a vast criminal enterprise. So that's an interesting perspective that they have on things. And it appears there's going to be 3 human villains. I get the feeling that the tall guy with the red suit is supposed to be the head scientist or the guy in charge. That's what I'm getting from what I'm looking at here. And there's 2 other villains, both looking sleazy as well. And the short guy, we kind of see that he's probably going to be the comic relief. He kind of seems that way anyway. He's stuffing his face in the first trailer, and here, he seems like he's a bit more nefarious, blowing up some sort of building. But I kind of feel like he's gonna be like the jokey character of the trio. And we also see that Goku and Vegeta are gonna be training with Broly on Beerus's planet, and this is exactly what Goku wanted to happen back in Dragon Ball Super Broly. And I'm looking forward to seeing the interactions between Broly, Beerus, and Whis, because you're going to have a different dynamic there than they have with Goku and Vegeta, because Broly's a lot more simple-minded than Vegeta or even Goku. So I think we're going to get some pretty interesting and humorous dialogue, to say the least. The biggest mystery is going to be, is Goku, Vegeta, and Broly going to get involved with the fight with the Gammas, or are they just going to leave it up to Gohan, Piccolo, and Pan? Because that would be really interesting to see. Obviously, I would think that Goku would be able to sense what's going on Earth, so yeah, I would guess that they probably would. But from what I can garner from the trailer, it looks like one of the Gammas beats the shit out of Piccolo, and we see this comic book style onomatopoeia, which I think is hilarious. This also shows that the movie's going to have that Dragon Ball style of humor that I always talk about that should never escape this series. Some people are not too crazy about it. That's some more of the hardcore DBZ fans who've never seen Dragon Ball and don't really truly understand Akira Toriyama's style. But that seems like it's ever present here, thankfully. But anyway, Gohan looks like he has to step in, and it looks like Pan is obviously going to be in on the action as well. So maybe we're going to get a Gohan, Piccolo, Pan team, and maybe Goku might step in later on. But it's going to be cool. It's sort of like what I said about the Garlic Jr. saga. When you take Goku and Vegeta out of the equation, you have an interesting element. It's also kind of like when Krillin and Gohan, Vegeta had to fend for themselves while they waited for Goku during the Frieza saga. It backs them into a corner. You eliminate, the crucial element from the plot, and it makes things more exciting. So maybe we'll get something akin to that here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What did you think of seeing Gohan here? And many people are speculating this is going to be a return to form for Gohan, even though I sort of think that we did see that towards the end of the Dragon Ball Super anime, though I guess people sort of disagree for some reason. But yeah, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bells to get all the notifications when I post all my new videos. I want to thank all my patrons for your continued support. Thanks again, guys. I will see you next time.